Yo, yo, yo. Two people out there. Thought I'd jump on here, see if anyone wanted to talk anything about golf. All right. So, once again, I got to get some new video. I got a drone. I might fly over some other golf courses. Be kind of cool. We got some cool golf courses around here, like great golf courses. Marion Golf Club is right down the road, and I'm sure people would love to see that. Although, look at this. How good is this hole? Huh? This is one of the great golf holes on the planet, as far as I'm concerned. Look at that. See these bunkers on the right shore of the green? You get in those, you gotta hit it pretty bad to get in those bunkers. Like, they're kind of cruel because they're really you gotta be bad to get it in those bunkers. And if you do, yeah, you might end up picking your ball up. Because then you hit it out of the bunker and it comes up short. And sometimes, here, wait, let me see. Watch this. Like sometimes it rolls all the way down, back down the front of the green. Sometimes it lands on the green and comes all the way back down the hill. You could literally be on the green, in the middle of the green, and end up all the way back down the hill. How's that for cruelty? Anyway. Got one person watching. And we'll see you on the golf course. Damn, Rory, take it easy. He always does that. I did that during COVID. It was before AI. We'll just hang out till someone has a question. A little music. So, only two people watching. Hey, so this is a drill. Someone asked me about this lag drill that I did, and this is exactly it. So, this is the drill. If you watch my, I'm turn these off. All right. So, when I first learned to get lag, this was the drill I did. And if you ever watch my one video, I said I went all the way to the far end of the range in the dark, and this is what I would do. And this is my buddy. He's a +2 handicap. He's a sick player, but he like kind of throws the club too. He was throwing the club, kind of throwing his angles away and just hitting it way too high. And so he was doing it. So that's it, right there. You take it back and you just go. See, you do like a little swing. And he's a +2, dude. He does anything. You see him at the range, and he'll do it anything, and that's how he got good. But he's a really good player. So if you guys, one method of getting lag, this is how I learned how to do it, and it's when you first do it, you think you're gonna whiff the ball every time, but it works. That's what I did. So. So you see, like, the club's going back, and then you just kind of go with your body, and the club's still going back when you start down. So you just start hitting these low bullets. It's cool. It's pretty good drill. But I wish the person who asked me about it was here to see it, because maybe I'll post it, like do a video. But yeah, this kid here. When I used to go to this other range, and he was at the range one day, and I mean, he was topping it. He was like topping the ball. I'm like, man, this guy blows. And then I played with him for the first time the next day. He shot like 72. Never say someone sucks. Trust me. You're gonna get egg on your face every time. Anytime I say someone like isn't good, they show me that they're good. I remember there was this guy. I was like, oh man, this guy, he's terrible. It was like a stroke play tournament. I'm like, this guy, and then he freaking shot like 71 and won the tournament. I'm like, happens every time. Every time. As soon as you say someone can't play, I'm like, golf's weird, man. Anyway, my wife's watching Eagles. I could go watch the Eagles with her. Let me see what else I got here. I got all these swings from the range, but I don't want. Well, they're not on. They're not like watching. I'm not gonna repost this. Well, maybe I will. Eh. This guy here, man, he can hit it. Holy cow. Oh, where'd he go? Damn. This guy, he's another guy. Another guy kind of like that. I'm like, he ain't that good. He's good. Want to loop it. Man, this guy, look at him with the beard and all. God darn, I want to loop this. They look at me like, you ready? This guy can destroy a golf ball. Man, is he long. God almighty. This guy, it's these like low screamers. And he can just destroy a golf ball. Gotta love the look, too. Nothing like a guy like that beat the crap out of you on the golf course. Kind of like bearded John Daly. Check out this move. It's good. A good swing. He kind of smacks down on it a lot. He's like probably like a 3 handicap. Like I couldn't believe how far he hits the ball. I mean, this one hole, he hit a 3-wood, like, must have gone 50 yards past my driver. But he's young. He's like 27. I got a good one. There you go. This guy. I don't know if I should show these. I won't post. We'll just have some fun. I won't post this video, so it looks like a pretty good swing. Watch what happens. Look. Hang on. This freaking. There we go. All right. So watch this. That swing looks good, right? Does it look good to you? Anyone out there? Give me a thumbs up if that swing looked good to you. Got 3 people. Here, I'll play it again. You tell me if that swing looks good. Give me a thumbs up. What do you think? I mean, does it look reasonable? He's supposed to be like a 8 handicap. I'll play him. Bring your wallet. This guy. I've known this guy forever. Yeah, I used to play him and his dad. Me and my buddy. I would kill him. But he's a country club guy now. You know, he plays golf all the time. What do you think? Give me a thumbs up. Anyone out there? Give me a thumbs up. Do you think that swing looks good or bad? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Do you have like a thumbs up, thumbs down thing? All right. Oh, God, I did it again. You know, why is everything so difficult? I'm going to debunk it right here. So watch this move. Watch. All right. Takes it back. Fine. Not bad. Right? Not bad. And this is why, you know, when my video that like killed it was my secret to golf video. Pull on downswing, if you swing the entire. Yo, Harry. Do you swing the entire shit? Actually, kind of. Better than swinging the club head. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Honestly, Joe, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like the force you're applying to the club is kind of like you're swinging the entire shaft of the ball. It's almost like if you split grip, grabbed a hockey stick, and hit a slap shot. I think that's why hockey players are such good golfers, and man, they're good golfers. It's kind of like that. Like you're just like you're bringing this whole unit into the ball, you know, without just throwing the club head. Or the club head, I mean, the club head should be going the other way. Like, it should be, when you swing it back, the inertia should keep the club back. I'm seeing it like every, you know, I'm doing these video analysis, and it's like I could do one video because everyone does it. Everyone's doing it. Like, everyone's just like, they're like, the big thing is they take it back and they like wait and they pause, and it's like this thing where, you know, you got to go in your backswing and then you stop and kind of stretch, and then you just like, it's like if you took a slingshot and pulled it back and then just let all the elasticity go out, and it's just going to drop to the ground. Like, you got to kind of keep going. Like, as it's going back, you got to start going forward. So watch this guy. So now, let me tell you something. This guy was getting lessons from an unbelievably good pro. Okay, I mean, this pro, I'm not even gonna mention his name. He's like one of the best. I don't know, teacher, but one of the best playing pros in the country, 100%. Like, the guy was. I don't want to tell you his name because I don't want to, like, you know. This is amazing who this guy was. So he's getting lessons from him, and he was like, I don't know, he was talking something about his. I don't know what he was working on, but I know what he should be working on. Look at this, watch. So here he is at the top, and here we go. Watch. Throw. Look at him throwing it. Throw. Look at that. That's just sad. That ain't gotta work. He's just throwing the club. And look, there's like a grimace on his face. Look, his mouth opens up. And I mean, that looks kind of good, but you see, the reason he's grimacing is because he's using all this effort to, like, force the club head back to the ball. Because his forces he's applying are completely wrong. You know? He's trying to force this club. He's like, and I know this guy. He just wants to hit a good shot. Like, he would not. He'll do anything to make sure that club hits the ball. You know, that's part of, like, lag, is you got to kind of trust. Eventually, the club head's going to catch up and hit it. You know, but and he's not open. So when you're not open, it's always gonna come back to that. I mean, it kind of looks pretty good here. His hips aren't open enough. His shoulders aren't open enough. And then it's kind of, that's another thing too. He doesn't understand putting on the brakes at all. He's not putting on the brakes at all. So it's all incorrect forces. Like, look at him sliding after it. He doesn't understand. If you go forward, how's that? That's not accelerating the club. It's like if I had a slingshot and I let go and I moved my arm when you need something to stop for something to accelerate. Harry, it don't matter. Yeah, Joe, I'm doing short game. I'm going to Palm Springs, California, on the 16th. So you have to wait. I don't think I can do them before then. It's too freaking cold. It's like really cold. And yeah, the short game area that I go to, it's probably frozen. So if I hit a chip, it's gonna bounce. Well, Harry, your swing better or worse than that one? What do you think? Dude, it don't matter if your swing's bad, as long as you know, it doesn't matter. Everyone, you know, just have fun. Have fun. The worst thing in the world is people who, like, aren't good and are miserable. Okay? I mean, I caddy for people who, I had this kid, and he's from New York City, and he goes, he like literally says to me, he goes, man, it's going to be a long day for you. I'm like, why is that? He goes, yeah, that's how it is. He goes, it's going to be a long day for you because I never play golf. I play like 3 times a year. And I'm like, oh, God, you know? This kid had so much fun, and he hit it great. I mean, he hit so many good shots. I'm like, dude. I'm like, you're awesome, man. You're hitting it good, you know? And he's like, and he goes, He goes, the only time, and he was having so much fun. It was like great. I loved carrying his bag. And he goes, the only reason that I would be upset playing golf was if I like really put a lot of time into it and didn't get any better. And I'm just like, you just named like 90% of people play golf. That's like everyone. They're like playing and not getting any better. I'm like, dude, you nailed it right on the head there. But he was awesome. Have fun, man. If you don't put a ton of time into golf, you just go out and have fun. And it's like cool because, like for me, when I'm working so much and I don't really, I don't play hardly at all. Like I have no expectations, and I just go out there and I play a match and I beat some young kid who's like putting all his time and effort, and he's hitting balls and playing. He's playing 3 times a week, and that to me that's fun. But like, but I'm gonna start playing golf. I'm gonna start going out and shooting some scores but it's expensive. I can't right now I can't afford to play. Maybe if my channel takes off. You guys share my videos. Maybe I can be like play golf for a living, like on my. But you just go out and like match play is the best thing in the world because you just play matches. You reel off 5, 6 pars in a row, and you're happy, and then you might make a double, and it doesn't matter because you just lose 1 hole. So, but stroke play in golf is. I actually did a video. I think I'm gonna post it. I think I'm definitely going to post it where I talk about how keeping score is detrimental to your golf game. My opinion, you shouldn't even be allowed to keep score in the beginning. You should seriously, it's like these people, like some of the people I know, they're shooting like high 90s and they're like obsessed with score. And it's like, what are you doing? And then it's like, and then at like a really nice club, you got to come in and turn in your score. And I think people are like embarrassed to turn in they're embarrassed to come in and be like, I shot whatever. And then they get like nervous out on the course when they start playing bad. I don't know. It's a whole bizarre thing. But I think I'm going to post that video where I talk about like keeping score. The best way to get good at golf is just to not think about score. Just add them up when you get done. And just think about shots. Well, Harry, what do you say? I got a drill that uses feel the club weight and swing it. Yeah. That's right, dude. That's just start feeling the weight. I'm going to, there's a thing that I'm going to do, and I've done it for a couple of videos I did for people, like a drill like that. And it's really good. And I feel bad because I posted it like, it's a really great drill. And then I never did the video. Because it's just been cold. I actually hit balls today. It was 32 degrees and I hit a bucket of balls, and it was all right. It was fine, and I hit it really good. So, but let me get rid of it. Let me get rid of this kid's swing. Let's watch it one more time now. To most people, they would look at this and be like, "Oh yeah, it's a good swing." But he ain't fooling me. Watch this. But what's unbelievable is he's going to like one of the best pros in the world. And the pro was telling him something about like, it's okay if you throw the club as long as your wrists are doing something. I don't know. And I'm looking at this picture. It looks like his right hand's hardly on the club. So how the hell is he throwing it? His right hand's like hardly even on the club. What's really throwing it? That's the question. Kind of interesting. It's not the worst throw. It's almost like the worst thing is Harry, flipping is it depends. Like my swing, I kind of have it look as long as you don't do it before the shot. It's not okay to flip before you hit the ball. But like if you have like a throw release, where you're like, let me see your camera. A throw release rather than a rolling release. if you have a throw release, you'll get, like, after impact, you'll get a little flippy look. I kind of get that. I'm trying to get rid of it. But, yeah, if you have a throw release, which is like, oh, let me see. Here you go. Yeah, there we go. So some people roll it like they supinate, and that's like, there's more like ready to close, and then some people just throw it like you don't have to know. I mean, supinate's good. If you're flipping it, it's probably a good idea to try and you can't flip it if the club is lagging. You can't flip it. The club should never catch up to your hands until after impact. If you're open at impact, the club can't catch up. It's physically impossible. I mean, I think I showed that in my one video. You can't, if the arms are still, the only way you can flip is if your arms are in front of your chest. If your arms are still back to your side, you can't physically force the club head ahead of your hands. It's impossible. It's impossible. That's the whole thing. No one even talks about it. Hang on a second. Look. I can't really get it in the camera. The only way that club head can pass your hands is if your body stalls and your arms get back to your chest. And then the club head will go past your hands. But if you're going open, and the club's staying back, it's never going to pass your hands until after you hit the shot. And you could literally try and force it, and I don't think you could do it. You know, I honestly, I don't use any hands. It's debatable. Like, I was watching, I've been watching some of these elite golf schools, and he summed it up well. He goes, some people don't use any hands to release the club, and some people do. And he kind of agreed with me. Like, anytime you use your hands, you're creating tension in your wrists. So I don't really use my hands. I would say, I always try to, maintain the same grip pressure through the shot. I think that's a really good drill, especially if you're, if you put a gauge on the grip, right? If you put a gauge on the grip, like a pressure gauge, I bet you every hacker in the world, that thing would go through the roof coming into the ball. They're like, like squeezing it. And then it just locks up your forearms and your wrists, and you lose speed. But, I mean, if you put it on a pro, I would say, yeah, that's good, swinging back and forth, that's true. But if you put on a pro, I think there would be some increase in pressure because there's a lot of, the club's trying to pull out of your hands. Like, I know with a pro hitting a driver at 100 miles an hour, it's like pulling 110 pounds. Like, if you grab the cable and pulled 110 pounds, that's how much is pulling in her hands. So there's probably some increase in grip pressure. But I forget who said, I don't know if it was Nicholas. He said maintain grip pressure. So, and that works really good. And it's good for tempo too. Like, you grip the club and say from 1 to 10, I would say anywhere from, for me, it's 3 to 5 max. And some people grip it hard, but whatever it is, just try to keep that. Yeah, that's right. Centrifugal force. Well, you understand what releases the club is the braking action. When you open up, you reach a limit, and then the club has to catch up. So, hey, check it out. Like, there's a hole in my chair. I can see the video through the hole in my chair. When you post up on your front leg, you're kind of putting on the brakes, and then that lets, the club catch up and a release, So, but you don't do it with your hands. Here, I want to show you this again. So watch this. So look, watch. Hope I can do this in time, because this stupid thing. Here we go. So I saw a guy hit it here, and it rolled all the way down the green and all the way back down the hill. It was club championship qualifying, and this dude pitched it up there, and it was on the back edge of the green. It was all the way back here, and it rolled all the way back down the hill. That hole gets stupid. That's like this serious golf course. But yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Like centrifugal force, you naturally you're going to increase the pressure a little bit, but I don't think it's not like an active. It's almost like you're just trying to hold on to the club. But I'm telling you right now, man, it's crazy. Everyone just throws the club, and it's like, and this guy I know on Instagram, someone I know, and he sent me this video. I don't know why he sent me this thing. It was like this guy, and he's like, yeah, I increased my club head speed. It's a Aronimink Golf Club in Newtown Square, PA. It's where the 2026 PJ will be next spring. The next year's PJ will be here at this club. It's Aronimink Golf Club in Newtown Square. But he sent me this guy, and the guy looks like a stud golfer, really good guy, pro, I guess. And he goes, yeah, I increased my swing speed from 115 to 132 or something crazy like that with this. And he goes, and it's not lag, and it's not, and I'm just like, dude, you're a grifter. It's like, all these people are like looking for this one like thing that's going to make them swing faster. First of all, if the guy can swing 115, he can swing 132. This guy, but like this one thing he was talking about, like dropping the arms, it's like, and he sent me this thing, and it's like, the problem is people think there's no mysteries to the golf swing. There really isn't. It's like, and you either got it or you don't. I mean, some people can just swing the goddamn thing so fast, and it's very physical. I watched a video today, and it was kind of a waste of time, and the guy was just like, this guy could swing at 150, which is insane. He was a long drive guy. And, I mean, if you saw a swing, he did physical. And he said that he would swing. Like, he talked to DeChambeau, and he told him, dude, you got to just swing till your guts come out. Like, you just have to do that. You have to train yourself, and you just got to keep doing it. Like, swing, swing as fast as you can. But, I mean, when you're my age, you're like 61, like, sometimes you swing it, and you feel like your body's going to fall apart. You just can't do it, when you're young. But this guy he was a big guy, 54. He's 54, but he was a long drive guy. Once you build that speed into your system, it takes a long time to go away. But, I mean, Jay Sigel was the second longest hitter on the Champions Tour. I mean, this guy was longer than freaking God. He was one of the longest hitters on the planet. And as soon as he turned like 70, by the time he was 75, he couldn't hit a 230. And he was a 300-yard hitter 25 years ago. He could hit at 300. So, age is age. Age is undefeated when it comes to golf. That's for damn sure. But I do know I know people who hit it. I know a guy, for his age, he's small, and he's 63, and I cannot believe how far he hits a golf ball. But if you look at his swing, he gets a ridiculous lag, and he's like a human dynamo. I mean, he did P90 exercises. Like, the guy's like physically in really good shape, and he gets sick lag. And then people are like, oh, you don't need lag? What are you talking about? Every pro, everyone gets in the same position. It's the only position that they all get in that's the same. Is that position before impact. So, I mean, if you hear someone say you don't need lag, it was probably someone, and because there was this one guy, and this was years ago, and he was a long drive guy, and he goes, I'm tired of hitting it off the golf course and, hitting it all over the place, so I don't need lag anymore. He was like, he would swing a bucket with water in it to kind of train this feeling. And, but he was like a long drive guy. So, maybe rather than hitting it 330, he kind of decided not to get as much lag and hit it, I don't know, 290 and play golf. Because long drive guys can't really play golf. It's not like they're good at golf. So, hang on a sec. It's hot in here. Open my window. Oh. So, Harry, you're the only one talking. Anyone else out there? What we got? 5 people watching. I guess I'm boring. Am I that boring? It is winter time. Who wants to really talk golf? It's like football season. I used to watch a lot of football. Not anymore. I don't care. I don't care. But I was an Eagles fan. He won a Super Bowl, and then I was like, all right. I spent 15 years cheering for him, and then they finally won. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take a break. But I still watch some. Everybody what? Harry, everybody what? So this is 18 that are on. It's beautiful. Look at that. You know what I love about playing this course? Man, the tees. When you tee up a driver, they use lasers to flatten the tee. And it's like firm and flat. I hate going to like these public courses and like you tee up your driver. Sometimes, because you can hit any club off a weird lie, but a driver you can't. You gotta have a pretty level lie, you know. And you get these public courses and you like tee it up. Oh, yeah, that's right, dude. Harry, let me tell you something. What cracks me up is people, they like put their game away in the winter, and it's like that's the time when you got to really make some strides. Like I did. Here, I wonder if I can find this guy. Oh, this. I'm not gonna get him. I was gonna get his swing. This guy used to get lessons from me, and he was such a knucklehead. It would be like December, and it'd be like, oh, it's gone up to like 55, and I'd be like, yo, you want to get a lesson? And he'd be like, no, I'm gonna wait till April. And I'm like, why? You're gonna wait till April, and then what? And then I got to make you good in a month? Like, it's stupid. And I would tell him, like, if I give you a lesson, like, I want you to do stuff away from the ball, like practice getting in, like, position, And he'd be like, hey, oh, no, I'm going to... And I felt like saying, no, I don't want to give you a lesson in April. I don't. Because, number one, you stink. Like, you're not... I mean, I know people... Look, he was bad. But he was a guy, he was so, like... He just wanted to hit the ball. He just like, I'd be like, do this, and I just do this 3 times, and he would do the drill, and he'd hit it good, and all of a sudden he's just like whack, 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 and he goes right back to his old thing, and it's just like, ugh. But I'm telling you, man, I used to, when my range would close, like when it would snow, and I'd sit in front of a mirror, and I'd be like, yeah, man, look at this. And I'd be like, look at this position. This is perfect. Like, look, and I'm getting all these, and I would go to the range. It would open up like a week later, and I'd put a ball down, and I'd destroy it. It'd be the best swing, like, I could possibly, it would be so good. And then I would kind of start swinging, and like 20 balls later, my old swing would start coming back. So, I mean, I've been doing stuff at the gym. So I go to the gym, and I just I've been doing this stuff. I kind of like, there's a thing where you stand against the wall and you kind of like, you practice your swing and you push back off the wall like you're pushing, and it's freaking working. When I hit balls, I don't have to think about it. It's just automatically transferring to my swing because I did it away from the ball, right? It's just perfect. It's like, but, what can you tell you? What can I say? But it's like, that's another thing why I sympathize with golf instructors, because people like come to them, like, they wait till the season starts. They have done nothing to plan for the season. They wait till the season starts, and after 2 months, when all the tournaments are kicking in, and they realize that they're worse than they were last year, and then they go to this golf pro and be like, fix me. And the guy's like, oh my God, like, How am I gonna fix this part? They got a big tournament. You know, it's like stupid. So I want to actually do a. I was thinking of doing. I do these video swing analysis, and I was thinking of kind of calling it like, "What's your plan?" But I don't know. Not everyone has a winter, like in California, Arizona, Florida. They don't. But like, what's your plan? Like, what is your plan for the winter? Like, what is your what when you look at your swing? Because I've always had a plan. Oh, every come winter, I'm like, this is what I'm gonna do. And I'm telling you right now, for 10, 15 years, my plan sucked. It was bad. Because I didn't know. My plan was wrong. So, because most people can't really look at their swing. And I kind of got this idea because I know this guy and he was like, his levers are really bad. And he always complains that he hits it too high. And he releases it like a flop shot on his full shots. And he hits everything too high, hits it too fat. He doesn't compress the ball. It's all in the wrists, and that's where his body moves like a freaking champion. And his plan for the winter is early extension. Like, I'm early extending. I'm gonna all winter long. I'm gonna fix that. And I'm just like, first of all, the early extension probably has to do with the fact that you're kind of throwing the club, because when you throw the club, you got to go up because you're. And he's kind of chunking the ball. So his plan sucks. And he's going to spend all winter doing the wrong thing. So that's my idea. Like, what's your plan for the winter? And I look at your swing, and I'll be like, this is what you should work on. And if I looked at that guy's swing, I'd be like, first of all, you have to look at, you got to start from the club and go from there. That's the first thing. Because the levers are the most important part of golf, 100%. What the hands, the hands and the levers, and they certainly react to what the body's doing. But if your levers are way off, and actually Brian Manzilla said that. I mention him a lot. He's a really good golf instructor, like top 20 golf instructor. And he goes, if you go to a golf teacher and there's something wrong with your hands or your wrists or your arm, and they're addressing like your legs and your hips, they're doing you a disservice, And it's funny because I remember when I caddied in the ladies PGA and all the girl tour pros were lined up. It was quite a sight. It was beautiful. But they're all lined up hitting balls, and they're much different than the men. The men kind of look similar. The girls have the weirdest swings. If you look at all the girl tour pros, it's like they have the weirdest swings. And, it's the way the body works is different with every freaking person. But it's always the same with the levers. The wrists, the lag, that's always very similar. So, there's a million ways to move your body and get a club to, go. So, but this guy's like, yeah, I'm work on early extension. You're gonna spend all winter working on early extension, and that's, God, it's so funny when you're around like people who are clueless about golf. And I know it's hard. I was clueless but it's like early extension. It's all you ever hear. Early extension. You're early extending. Like, really? You hit it like crap because you're early extending. It's like, yeah, okay. It's like, pull that one out of the hat. Early extension. And it's funny because Brian Manzilla, he goes, I watched Nicklaus win a U.S. Open. He was early extending the whole time. He was standing straight up. So, but that's what, yes, you're hitting it bad. You're early extending. Really? How about the fact that you're throwing the club, you're releasing it like a flop shot, but I like to, why is your pitching wedge heavy? Your pitching wedge isn't any heavier than your 9-iron, I don't think, Harry. My pitching wedge is the same weight as my 9-iron. Your sand wedges might be heavier, but I don't like heavy wedges. I don't like wedges that are heavier than my other clubs because when I go to swing them, if I have to hit a full shot, I want to feel the same weight. Now my clubs are light; they're kind of like old man clubs, but I would say like out of this rough, like around this hole here, like yeah, well, your pitching wedge shouldn't be heavy. I mean, unless it's is it a Vokey? Is it like a Titleist pitching wedge? Some people have a Titleist, like what would be like 48-degree Titleist as their pitching wedge, but if it's a P and it matches the rest of your irons, it's no heavier than any other iron. But I like 9-iron. That's my club. I like to just when I practice, I just like a 9-iron. To me, not 8 or 9-iron, because that's if you're gonna make any changes to your swing, you should just 8 or 9-iron. That's like even the pro set. It's like your working club. If you're making changes to your swing, 7-iron maybe. Chunk from Goodwill, $3, man. That's a good deal. Can't go wrong for $3. That's all right. Harry, why don't you gotta send me your swing, Harry, so I can look at it? Don't be shy. I can help. I just got a swing from a guy yesterday. Sends me a swing, wants me to, and this guy's swing is great. And he just throws the club. I don't know. It's weird, man. There's only 3 people watching here. I should just go to bed. My wife's watching Eagles. I don't want to watch the Eagles. They kind of stink this year. But anyway, maybe someday I'll have a bunch of people. I think the one night I had like 17 people. Oh, where are you from, Harry? Why don't everyone tell me where you're from out there? Well, there's only 3 people. Now I got 5 people. Tell me where you're from. Where are you from, Harry? Where are you at? The Arctic? Where you live, Harry? I'm in Pennsylvania. And we got hit. It's definitely a cold spell right now, so. But going to Palm Springs. I'm going to lose my mind, though. I'm going out there for like 3 weeks. Oh, Maryland. Dude, you're right down the road. Yeah, man. You're a little warmer than here. But you don't need over 40 degrees. You're a wussy. I hit balls today. It was 32. But my range is awesome. It's like covered. The wind's always at your back, and there's boards up there, so there's no wind on you. And you can hit 20 balls and run inside and warm up, and then, kind of shoot the shit, and then come back out. But no, I had almost a whole bucket without a break. My hands got a little cold, but I gotta work on my swing, man. I'm like a person. I'm a celebrity now. Yeah, right. No, I'm trying to. I look at my swing. My swing kind of sucks. Not. It's getting better. My swing got way better in the last 3 weeks because I just I went for a long time not really recording it. I didn't video my swing all year. I was just hitting balls because I didn't really care, and I was hitting it good, but I recorded it and it wasn't very good. Try driving a tractor time. Oh, Podunk, PA. Yeah, that sounds like a nightmare. Dude, why do trucks drive in the left lane? Like, I don't understand it. Like, I'm trying to get somewhere, and I guess, is there a thing? Hey, Harry, is there a reason why trucks drive in the left lane? Like, they just slow up everything. Like, why? If they're not in a hurry, I know they're in a hurry, but they're not driving that fast. It's crazy, man. It's like they just drive in the left lane. Like, if you're going to pay. There is a law that the left lane is for passing, okay? And I don't, that's all I care about. If you're passing, yeah, they shouldn't is right. If you're passing, and it's, dude, it's so amazing that people, they just drive in the left lane and they're going like the same speed as the people in the right lane. They must get honked at. They must get high beamed from behind like hundreds of times. Yeah, good for you, Harry. But they must get high beamed. They must get the bird flipped at them. And they still do it. What is wrong with people? Are they like just, I don't know. Are they just like to be abused? I mean, it would happen to me once where I'm like in the left lane and I'd be driving because I never do it. If I'm in the left lane, I'm passing someone, or I'm always passing people because I drive fast. But if I had one guy come up to me, high beams and then zip by me and flip me the bird or honk, I'm like, okay, I did something really stupid and I would like learn. But people don't really learn, and maybe that's why people don't get good at golf because if you can't learn how to drive a car, how you gonna learn golf? I mean, golf's a lot harder than driving a car. So maybe that's the problem. Oh my god! But trucks, like these guys are professional drivers. I think they'd know better, but they just do it. I thought it was something to do with maybe like, I know they do it on my kind of highway where there are roads where people could pull out. And I think maybe they're afraid they would give them a little more time to stop if someone pulls out in front of them. I don't know. But so Maryland, huh? Where do you play in Maryland, Harry? Any Actually, I know I played a course in Maryland. Hey Harry, you ever hear of a course called Back Bay in Maryland? It's like right on the Chesapeake Bay. Back Bay it's called, I think. And it was like, guy took me down there and it was freezing cold. It was in the winter. Oh my god, it was freaking cold. And I look, Frederick, do you ever hear of a course called Back Bay? I don't know where it is. Back Bay, it's in Maryland. It's right on the Chesapeake Bay. Right? Chesapeake Bay. It's and we got it. Well, yeah. That's Tiger Woods. He's 85 now, right? Just yeah, maybe. But yeah, so I go to this course Back Bay and I look at the card. It was like the shortest golf course I've ever seen on the card. I'm like, what? I mean, the par fours are like 320, 305. Is he? That's all right. Let him wait. But I'm playing this course and I go and it looks so lame. And we played the first hole and then it was just kind of like a lame par four. And then we get to the second hole and we hit down this chute and we're walking down and all of a sudden it was a par five and it horseshoed along the Chesapeake Bay. And I'm like, my God, it's like spectacular. It was unbelievable. Like the Chesapeake Bay right there. And it was just like, and there were like 3 holes that were like right on the bay. And it was just the most spectacular. And then the rest of the course was as lame can be. I'm like, too bad these aren't the last 3 holes. It'll give you something to like look forward to. But, dude, there's people just hit it far. How much farther than you does he hit it? I mean, some people hit it far. There's guys just hit it way past me. Young people, but I'm gonna, I might get it to go 250 in the air. But if I'm playing a course and it's downwind, I can go 290. If I hit it good. Okay. Yeah, Terry. It's like, it's so fun. It's funny. I remember these 4 guys came out to the club and they were all really good players. And, the one guy just kind of hit these puffy, straight drives. And the other guys were bombing it. They were hitting it 30, 40 yards past him sometimes. And they all got done, and it was like, what'd you shoot? One guy's like 75, 73, 76. And then the guy who was the short hitter is like 67. So, oh, here's a great story. Here you go. Listen to this. This is awesome. So, we caddied for this guy. He came out, and he had played on the mini tour, and he was a black guy, big 6'3" black dude. See this hole here? The one right here behind me. He drove it. His drive was, keep going. See this bunker up here on the left? The bunker up here by the green. It's like, that's 300. The hole's 415. He was in this bunker right here on the left side of the green, the first one on the left. Drove it in there. This guy hit it 300 and probably 340 in the air. He was hitting at 350 all day. Mini tour player. And for some reason, he was playing the blue tees. He shouldn't have been. He should have been playing the back tees. But he probably shot like 73, And he was hitting like flip wedges to the greens. And like 3 weeks later, I caddied for the Spanish Tour Pro, Carlotta Segada. Yeah, no. What was her name? Carlotta, yeah. Carlotta Seganda. She played the same tees. She might hit a 240, and she shot 66 from the same tees. So, she made every putt she looked at. I would read a putt, I'd be like, inside left, she'd make it. I'd be like, inside right, she'd make it. If the putt was inside the hole, she'd make it. If it was 20 feet, 15 feet, if it was inside the hole, she freaking made it. And then she got some putts started breaking, and she just started lipping them out. But she was like 4 or 5 under on the front nine. So, yeah, pretty amazing. But yeah, you got to hit it far. Like nowadays, it's a big deal. It depends what you want to do. If you want to be like if you're like a kid, that's why I don't want to go back to like these bad instructors at my range. Like they tell me, oh, and you hear all this like swing easy. It doesn't work anymore. There's no swinging easy. It's all about speed. Speed. Hit it far. I mean, I'll tell you what's unbelievable. I was watching Ernie Els golf swing, and he's in his 50s. He's a big guy. Man, oh man, that guy. And he's showing his numbers for his clubs. Hits a 7-iron, 185, which isn't crazy long. It's long. His driver's 300, but man, is he just smoothing it. I mean, it's just like the most unbelievable thing that he can hit it that far with that easy motion. It's incredible. But it's just perfect. It's technically perfect. That's all there's to it. It's like snapping a whip. A girl can snap a whip. A big guy anyone can snap a whip if you do it right. You can make it snap. But you could be the strongest person in the world, and if you don't understand how to make the whip snap, and you're like going like this, kind of like a hula hoop. Some people just can't do it. They can't make that hula hoop go around their waist. But, and it's like, they're always, you get these really technically good swings on small people, and they hit it far. And now we have these technically perfect swings on these big guys like Dustin Johnson and, all these guys. They're huge. And then they're physically fit. They go to the gym. I mean, they do crazy stuff. So when you get that, now they're hitting it so far, it's just like a joke. But, you can't. I know guys who are huge with technically incorrect swings don't hit it that far at all. And then there's some guys that are just so big and strong, they can't. Yeah, like look at Bryson. And let me tell you something. This whole force feel thing that I do, where like you swing it back hard and get the forces going, it's legit, man. Like if you watch I did another lesson with Corey. Corey the big guy. And I'm trying to he's got to kind of learn some of these positions. He's got to kind of learn some of this stuff. And Corey, yeah, Corey did awesome. His second lesson was better than his first one. Wait till you see. I'm gonna post it. He did awesome, and he's only been playing a year. He's freaking been playing golf a year. It's like incredible. But so I'm trying. Yeah, Corey. So I'm trying to teach him some golf stuff, and it just went. It just kind of went back to like he just started kind of like not hitting it good. And like as soon as I go back to like the feel force, like dude, just wing it back, and then don't let it slow down, and just go the other direction. And he just started destroying the ball again. Just started destroying it. So it's legit. I mean, this whole feel force thing is like it works. And I did this because it's like it was like something different for my channel because I definitely don't want to do the stupid golf channels these other people are doing. I mean, golf instruction blows. It's terrible. I mean, yeah, the best compliment I ever got was a guy. I got a comment on one of my videos. He goes, your videos are radically. He goes, yeah, crush it, Corey. He goes, your videos are radically different than anyone else on YouTube's, and I'm like, that's the best compliment you could give me, because what these guys on YouTube are doing ain't working at all. But no, it works. But it's different. Corey's an athlete. He's an athlete, big time. So, he can tap in. But I'm telling you, it's the same thing. It's like, and I tell him like, some of the moves that you do when you like, if you swing a club back really hard, your body will go into correct positions just to protect itself. Like, it's like self-preservation. Like your right arm, it turns. What is it, camera? Your shoulder goes external, and it does it for a reason. Like your shoulder knows not to go the other way when there's force applied to it. It's like if you're pulling on a rope, your arms go into a certain position. Yeah, you're right, Charles Barkley. Yeah, Hank Haney, he did. Hey, guess what? Did I tell you I caddied for Charles Barkley? I caddied for him 2 years ago. I get Big Charles. It was awesome, dude. It was great. Had so much fun. I can tell you all about that. And he was playing a match against the guy from Comcast. And the guy Comcast goes, yeah, me and Charles, we have these big matches. And I go, yeah, well, it's 2 against 1 now. Neil Hartman, yeah. So I caddy for Charles. And Charles hits it great now. He got off the Hank Haney. He lost the hitch. Charles Barkley can hit a golf ball. And I was like, holy cow. And he was like, we get on the 4th hole. And he drove it, hit a bomb drive in the right rough. And I'm like, yeah, just hit a 7-iron out. And he hits it on the green. And it was beautiful. And I go, man, 3 years ago, everyone was laughing at your swing. And he goes, I said, who's laughing now? And he's like, that's right. So I caddied for Charles. It was great. He shot like 82. Yeah, he's cured. Yeah. And I said to him, what happened? I said, would you find a hypnotist? And he goes, pretty much so. He goes, that Hank Haney, he's good for some guys, but he just wasn't good for me, But yeah, he played great. He was like, I think he shot like 40 on the front, and he's like, this was the hole here, this one here, this one. I go, Charles, hit your 7-wood. And he's like, I'm gonna hit my 9-wood. I think he hit it. He might have hit it in the water. I'm like, Charles, why aren't you listening to me? He's like, I'll listen to you from now on. I'm like, you can't get a 9-wood there. He's like, but I like him. Like, but he was cool. So he goes, he putts great. He's like a really good putter. Because he freaking plays golf with like Justin Thomas and Tiger Woods. He's like, he plays those guys for money, so he can putt. A good putter. But yeah, that was a fun day. He played with Jay Sigel. It was Jay Sigel, Charles Barkley, and what a day that was, man. Yeah, unbelievable. And Jay Sigel, I never seen Jay Sigel so like relaxed. Had so much fun that day. It was so cool. But people thought like, oh, Cody, it was lousy. You can't get. I don't even want to tell you what I got paid that day. It was like Charles hooked me up, and it was so much fun. Like I would have paid him for that day. It was freaking hilarious. It was just the whole day was hilarious. So that was awesome. But yeah, Charles is cool. But yeah, he some of these guys, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about David Ledbetter. David Ledbetter's David Ledbetter's assistant came to our club years ago. And he took like 10 guys and he would like kind of teach them over on the field. They all got really good. Like most of them got a lot better. He was good. But and I learned every lesson he taught. Like, I'm not a certified pro, but I sat there, I watched every lesson. I saw his name was Simon Holmes. And my guy, my regular guy he was like probably like a 6-7 handicap when Simon showed up, and then he turned him into a scratch. He was scratch, and he won a club championship. He was in 2, and he got smoked by some kid the second one. But yeah, this guy, it was all about hinging the club. He's like, Simon wants me to hinge it. He would hinge it. He like, and he would do this early hinge thing. And he like, and it's so funny because this guy, like. So this guy, Simon wanted this guy to do the early hinge, and he would hinge his wrist super hard, and then take the club back. Do like the Nick Faldo thing, because Nick Faldo was David Ledbetter. Like he's the one who taught him that. But this guy played golf for an entire year doing that. Like he played golf that way. Like he would this guy would be like do something, and he would do it for like 6 months, until he had it, and he didn't care about like what he looked like on the course. He just did it, and he just got so much better. So, and sometimes I get grief from my friends because they don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like I might be like doing like a thing, like I might be like trying to get a feel before I swing, and it's like, and you want to go out there and you want to be like, oh, just look like everyone else, but everyone else kind of sucks. Like my friends are good. I got some really good friends who can really play, and then I got some who aren't that good, but they're not, some people they just swing. They're not like really, they don't have any thoughts. And then sometimes they play good and sometimes they play bad. But I might go out there and I'm like, kind of like trying to do something. And I'm not slow, but I'm trying to do like a feel. And then I get grief for it. Like, and I'm like, well, dude, like you don't do anything. You just swing at it. You swing at it and like, you shoot 82 one day and then you shoot 95 the next. So, some guys, but anyway, some people just swing at it, and then they just kind of hope it works that day. But yeah. And I got a friend. He's like, he just gets up and rips at it, and he thinks he's good, and he might shoot a 78, and the next time he shoots 90. It's like I don't know. He doesn't really know what he's doing. I mean, some in my where I am, some of these guys just they go to Florida in the winter. They play a ton of golf. Like down there, they play like 2-3 times a week, and you can have a bad swing. One thing about I'll tell you what. One thing about almost every caddy, they got good short games. I don't understand it. Like they just do. Like if you took the caddies at this club and compared it to the members, it's like it's not even close. Some of the caddies have short games that would just destroy these members are like, and they got the short game area. They could go chip anytime they want. But I mean, this place has the most beautiful short game area. It's like they put like millions into the short game area, and I would go out there. I'd be out there every night, at least for a half an hour, even probably an hour every night, because it's just beautiful. And you drive by there ain't a soul. That short game area, no one out there. So, But anyway, what time's it? I'm gonna take off. Just thought I'd jump on and see if anyone looks like. But hey, Harry and Terry, thanks for asking questions. And see, what's my next video? I got Corey's lesson I gotta show. I'm I'm gonna do Corey's lesson because that was pretty good. And then you tell me, what should I do next? It's freezing cold. I got to do over the top because that's, I mean, people coming over the top. I got a whole. I literally got like 30 ideas for lessons. I mean, for videos. I got all these ideas. But gotta do a grip one. Guy, it's like I watch this guy. He's like the guy from. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna probably do that tomorrow because it's gonna be cold. But I gotta do a grip video. This freaking guy from the Golf Channel, and he goes, "I wish there was 1,000 people to hear what I'm about to say." This guy's a freaking idiot. He's like the guy. He's like from the Golf Channel, I think, and he does this because I'm like, I gotta do a grip video, and I started looking, and he's like saying, the grip is the most important part of the swing. The grip's the most important part of the swing because that's. I'm like, what? Like, dude, I've seen the most bizarre grips, and guys just like tear it. They're good with any kind of grip on the planet. I've seen strong grips, weak grips. I see guys who hold it. Corey's got the DeChambeau grips, and he's like holding it like a baseball bat. But he's not that he's good. But this guy's insane, and that's what they're teaching. Oh, the grip's the most important part of the swing. No, it's not. And then he's like drawing lines in the glove, which can be helpful. But it's a little much, like, oh, you have to hold it exactly here. I need to do a grip video. But it's like, oh my God. Like, Andy Plummer said it. He said it. The guy, the stack and tilt guy. He's 100% right. He goes, the grip is, now, I got to say one thing. Harry, I don't like the baseball grip, okay? Don't like it. Because I'm like, grip it any way you want, but I don't like the baseball grip. Because it just gets your right hand, unless, like, first of all, it gets your right hand too on the club, and you start throwing it. Like if you have a baseball grip, and I see that you're show me a baseball grip where they're not like throwing the club, and then I'm good with it. But everyone with a baseball grip's throwing the club, So, and like I said, I'm very grips like it should just be comfortable. There's certain things. There's so many things about the grip, like and I've changed my grip 100 times. Yeah, we'll just do overlap, dude. Just take one finger and overlap it. I did 2. I did the double overlap for a while, like Jim Furyk, and that's probably how I got my lag because I did that. But I never seen your swing, so. But if you're throwing the club. I used to hit balls, like I would take my left hand, and I'd take my right hand, and I'd put it on top of my left hand, like this, and I would just hit balls. Because you can't throw the club. Your left hand isn't strong enough to throw the club at, and you just start swinging it right, So, I mean, if you can do baseball, that's fine, but I'd have to see your swing. You could do baseball if yeah, overlap's good. And I think, too, how do you chip? I could never chip with a baseball grip. It's like, because this is too much on the club to, like, chip. It's not good. But, if you like strong grips, I know guys with the weakest grips, the strongest grips. And another real interesting thing about the grip is these guys on YouTube are saying you got to hold it like an umbrella in your fingers. And then, Jimmy Ballard and Ben Hogan, that wasn't what they said. They said, I got to do a grip video. And then when you hold it like an umbrella, then you get the real low hands. I got so many ideas for videos. You ever see when people address the ball, some people have low hands and some people have high hands. Like some people, they have the real low hands. And it blows me away when I see these tall guys with the low hands. I'm like, why are you doing that? You're like all bent over, and then they got to get like 2-inch longer clubs because they don't address the ball. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, DeChambeau's got very high hands, right? But he's smart. DeChambeau knows that's how you hit the ball. You don't hit the ball with your hands low. So I got to do the low hand. I got to do. That's another video coming up soon. I'm gonna do a video on. I should redo the swing plane video because the first one, that was like one of the first videos I did, and it's not very good. Got a ton of ideas. I got an idea for the mystery of golf. Why everyone throws the club at the ball. That's a good one. That's gonna be a good one because that's really is a mystery of golf. Why people can't figure that out. But anyway, so stay tuned. All right. Anyway, I gotta go. So good night, everyone, and I'll see you around later.